Yeah. So one of the ways to work on this, because as your podcast gets bigger, obviously you have a skill for this, is get crystal clear on your core values and get crystal clear on your vision. So don't worry about the number of people, get really crystal clear on that. And then find people in your network or, emerging that share that vision. And then bring them in to the podcast to help you achieve that vision.
You mean bring them in, like, not as guests? Do you mean
co-producer, partner, I don't know, near you to help you do that, so you can focus on the piece that you love and they can deal with the other piece that you don't like, and then you can just focus on just having one-on-one conversations. And then build to something bigger that you both believe in. Because I one of the things I don't like is looking at my interviews. Like, I've done 270 episodes. I don't like reviewing and watching myself speak on video, but I have people that watch me and I say, if I really suck or I need to improve, please tell me, right? Right? Or stuff like that. So I'm luckily around people that sort of help me in different areas where, I'm mitigated, but I'm not world-class, but they're world-class at, right? So, but the parts that I need to be world-class at, I'll focus on and I'll do it, but I can't tackle, 5 things at once. I can get average at it, I can accept it, but there's people out there that love the stuff that you don't love about what you're trying to do. So the only way that you'll attract those people into your life is you need to be crystal clear on what your core values are and what the end game is. Let's say you never showed that, big, goal that you have. Write it down and then show it to people, because you have to, and they start sharing it to people, and you'll find you'll have supporters, maybe not initially, but then you'll have people that are like, hey, encouraging you, promoting you, sort of making sure that you don't shy away from the next challenge in terms of your own vision and where you want to go as well. So I'm simplifying it, but that's the theory.
It's a very good point. And now that you mention it, like, I do have friends, not who would work on it full time or anything like that, but I do have a few friends who would for sure help me out. Like my friend Flo, who was on the podcast earlier on, is an SEO person. And I was like, oh, why don't I just have a call with her about doing SEO for my podcast? Like, I can for sure
promote her, right? Like, promote her every show, right?
And incredible. Go use her services. She just made, actually recently, I don't think I'm supposed to, maybe I won't say, but she's a very successful business person, and it's because of her SEO, and you should check her out. Anyway, Flo Wang.
Which is awesome, right? She's got some secret sauce, which SEO is important. So you have someone that you get along with, that you could probably plug every episode, or they can do SEO, or they could write articles that you can promote through your social. There's some sort of partnership that, even at a very light level, that you can do and help each other out. And then you don't have to count on yourself. And I think that's one of the things I did, is like, just because I could figure it out, I thought I had to do it. But it's one thing about learning it so that you can get help, and it's another thing to learn it so you feel like you have to do all of it yourself. And I just really figured out, how do I work with people to make that win-win greater than if we weren't working together? And I've started to really understand the type of people that that I need to have around for that to occur consistently. And, it's just trial and error. You don't know, but just really pay attention to when you have certain people, like your friend, did you say Flo?
Yeah, Flo Wang.
Yeah. So when you have Flo, then you're like, hey, you say, Flo, hey, I want you, with what I'm doing, how do we work together? Right. This is the piece I love. how do I make it work for you? And how do we collaborate? And just start having that conversation. And then just have that conversation every week. And I'm sure if you guys are good friends, you'll find a way somehow to make it work.